Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Great Life Garden and Home DIY channel. I know we have been MIA for quite some time, but today I am here and I'm so glad to be back with you all. I wanted to talk to you today about putting together a supply kit. This particular kit, we call it a bug out bucket, and it's something that is so that's going to help you in case of an emergency and you would have to evacuate an area or um, anything of that nature. I learned this during the stormy season, actually before the storms really start hitting bad, from Lead Farmer 73, and you guys should check him out. That is my YouTube brother, and I could really appreciate him and all the work that he put in on YouTube. So the bug out bucket again is something that is put together in order for you to have something that you can take quickly with you if you had to leave your home in case of flooding, fire, whatever the situation may be. We just have 5-gallon buckets that I'm going to show you, and I can't really put everything up here, so I'm going to have to bend down some, pick it up, put it up here. Also, the things that I show you, do feel free to drop a comment on ways that we could go about utilizing some of the stuff. If I tried to go into details on absolutely everything, it would take up quite a bit of time. So before you experts start chiming in on what I don't have, please be respectful to everyone and just kind of let us know what we may be missing, or some things that you feel like we could be doing as well. We're all just trying to help one another at this point. Here's the bucket. Just, your average 5-gallon bucket. And what we're doing is we're taking this bucket and make sure it has a top also, because that bucket I found could be used for so many different things. It could be used to sit on as a chair. It could be used to eat off of at like a table. It could be used as a flotation device if you turn it over on its side, you're in a flood situation. So that there's a purpose for the bucket and not just some big duffel bag, okay? Not saying that a duffel bag is not okay, but I'm just saying. So as far as food is concerned, in each bucket, we want to put enough for each family member. Now listen, nobody's trying to figure out how we're going to preserve a filet mignon and all of this, other stuff that we are so accustomed to and used to having when we are at home, and we could put a little jelly on the toast. This is an emergency that we're talking about. Everything starts to taste pretty good after a while, unless you're one of those people that you fast and you could just do without. But anyway, I want to say that a lot of the brands, the stuff that I'm going to show you is I'm not promoting anything or anyone. Also, these are not foods that I would typically eat. I'm not that person that do a whole lot of carbs. But here we go. All right. So one of the things that you would want to put in your bucket, of course, would be grits. That's something that could probably keep you or the children full long enough to get to your next destination or what have you, or something that, as my mama used to say, tie you over. And we have instant grits, and what I have done, I've taken those instant grits out of the box and I've put them in a Ziploc bag, a gallon size, because if you're dealing with a situation with water and moisture, you wouldn't have that to worry about as far as it being ruined. A first aid kit, we never know what we may be facing or what we may be up against. So we want to make sure that we have some sort of medical supplies on hand in case we have to wrap a wound, set a finger, whatever the case may be. Have something to work with. As they say, something is better than nothing. So there's the first aid kit. Soap. You want to make sure that you're, trying to wash those hands and stay as clean as you can, as far as, say, a wound or something like that that you may need to wash and keep cleansed because of the potential for different things to set in, but due to the wound being exposed and bacteria and just all sorts of stuff just from uncleanliness, which you may not be able to help at such a time as a disaster. Baby wipes. Of course, we could think of 1,000 things we could use the baby wipes for. If you have children or not, this is something that would be great to go in your bucket. Again, we want to think about things that are going to be useful, that's going to keep us full and safe. All the other extras, ain't nobody got time for that. Not right now. Gloves. If you have any gloves on hand, it would be great to throw some of those off in your bug out bucket. And I know right now we have a shortage on gloves. We have a shortage on masks and a lot of other medical supplies. So if I don't have something here today, do consider that may be one of the reasons why. All right. And this stuff that, we should have been collecting over time anyway. But let's just at this point do the best you can. I have some little tea candles, and of course those could come in handy in so many ways. As far as lighting, number one, maybe heating something up, number two, and you get the picture. Of course, if you're gonna have those, you want to have matches. So I was able to find matches at Dollar General, I think it was. These are $1 a box, and actually it has 12. It has 12 that came in that pack. Oil. I love coconut oil for so many reasons. I can't even begin to tell you how much I love coconut oil. I use this for almost everything. If you would like to use regular oil, so be it. But you can use this on your skin. You can use it if you need to cook something. You can use it for medicinal uses. It's just a ton of things that you can use coconut oil for, and I would encourage you to Google that. Cold medicine. You want to keep things on hand for your children and for yourself as well. This one happens to be a homeopathic remedy because I just prefer stuff like that over other meds. But in case of an emergency, again, nobody's trying to be picky and choosy. We're trying to get well, get back to civilization, and live and lead a normal life. Before I get too far from the candles and the matches, this, my friends, is lint that come out of our dryer. And the reason why I save the lint is because it starts a fire relatively quick. So, you strike a match, or if you have a striker or whatever it is you're using to get your fire going, you don't have any dry straw around or what have you, this would surely get it going pretty quick there. I have triple antibiotic ointment. This is something that I actually used before any of this stuff came up on my daughter in the mornings before she went to school, just swabbing her nose. And if I don't remember to do it, trust me, she does. And we have Vaseline for your lips. Again, it's not about trying to be out there cute and pretty. It's about trying to just protect yourself in every way possible. And this is just something good, I think, to have on hand if you have dry lips that are cracking and things of that nature. A leave. You know, again, these are not medications that I typically take. I don't. But if you're in a situation, okay, so my phone was ringing. I will make sure I get back with that individual. But I was talking about, I believe, medications that I normally go for the natural stuff. And with that being said, I have lots of herbal supplements that I would prefer over certain things. But this is something good, fast acting, and I still feel you should have stuff like that on hand. If you can find these anywhere in America, that would be something great to have on hand. Just ready wipes for sanitizing, wiping things down, and you know, these are for your hands, so you definitely will want to have these. I don't think us teachers will ever look at hand sanitizer and wipes the same again. I'm not even gonna go there with the hand pump sanitizer. Oh my goodness. Peroxide, that's something else great that I think you should keep on hand for cleansing wounds and different things of that nature. And again, please feel free to drop a comment, post, say something, you know, to kind of help us out with things that we may not be thinking about for the use of these different items. Tylenol, Advil. Again, I'm not trying to promote any particular brand. As you see, I've got them all. Okay. See here. The other thing I keep on hand, and I keep this at home, period, is a fever reducer. Now, I do believe in trying to get fevers down as naturally as possible. But if I feel like it is soaring too high for me to deal with, I'm going to use this Advil. Trust me when I tell you. All right. And it works really good. So now, as far as a brand, now that's one I would say it does work as far as fever is concerned in the past. Probiotics. Now, this came from a Dollar Tree, I believe. Probiotics are a great supplement. If you could get one that works for you, that's really good, do that. You know, the best probiotics are fermented food, like sauerkraut. And that's a video I've been promising forever and a day. I'm going to get around to it. And probiotics, you just got to Google that and see the benefits that it will have on your system. Calamine lotion, you know, if you find yourself in a situation where you are having an outdoor, you're outdoors and something comes about, run into a poison ivy or anything of that nature, you know, that's something good to have on hand as well. This I picked up from the Dollar Tree, I believe. Batteries. You definitely want to keep batteries, all sizes, all types of batteries, and especially extras for the things that you know that you have in your home, like flashlights. Make sure you got the correct batteries for those, AAA, AA, C, D. You know, you don't want to have a double D flashlight and this is all you got in the drawer. Okay. Toothbrushes. We want to try to keep our mouths clean. Now, the thing I love about coconut oil, that's what I use to brush my teeth most of the time, along with some baking soda that I'm looking at over there. And baking soda is another really good thing to keep on hand, and I should have had it over here, and I may get it before we're all done. This is like just the tip of the iceberg, you guys. This is more peroxide, except in a more convenient spray bottle. But again, you know, convenience has ruined us. And sometimes you just got to go back to the old way of figuring things out. earplugs, you know, in case you get that what they call it, swimmer's ear from water getting in there. This is something for mucus relief, and mucus is really the culprit for quite a bit of what we're dealing with most of the time when we're sick. I've got some coconut milk in here. I've got a can of evaporated milk. Again, we're not milk drinkers. As far as cooking, if I'm preparing, say, a Thanksgiving dinner or something like that, then yeah, I do go back to the old school. Peanut butter, no particular brand. Just get you some peanut butter, almond butter. You know, this ain't the time to be carrying on about nut allergies. For the people that love peanut butter that don't have the allergies. If you have the allergies, find you a substitute. You know, there's other butters out there like made from seed as well. I do not practice eating Vienna sausage. Trust me, coming up as a child, we did, and we still here. We enjoyed them. But this is not something that I eat right now. But would I eat it? Yes, I would. In a heartbeat. Especially if my stomach starts to rumble in a situation like that. Look, nobody's going to have to beat me over the head to do what I need to do to stay alive, to take care of my family. And yeah, that's just that. Soup. Campbell's soup, sardines. Now I do eat sardines. You know, you got some people that don't eat any type of meat at all. It's up to you what you put in your bug out bucket. You know, you and your family. You may have a bucket created for each one of you with different things in it. At this point, I've got quite a few things that, you know, I feel would be needful. So I'm going to probably have to arrange the buckets in such a way where you have medical, food, and then supplies in the third bucket. Or, you know, you don't want so much you can't carry. All right. Tuna. They even got turkey now. Of course, you could get chicken in the can, which I thought that's what those were for a minute. Hash, beef hash. Look, I realize some of this stuff is full of sodium. But again, if you are in an emergency situation, you know, if you choose not to, you know, eat that, then I'm not mad at you. Clorox. You want to have you some Clorox on hand. This could do so many different things as well. Purifying water, and you know, just making sure that we get some bacteria and viruses and different things under control that may be on surfaces. Epsom salt, you know, it's good for the magnesium content, and it tells you right here everything that it's good for. Soaking, bruises, sprains, sore muscles, laxative, put it in your garden, which was my original reason for having so much Epsom salt, because I was using it in my garden. You can't go wrong with white vinegar. There's a lot of different uses for this as well, inside the house as well as out. I keep cups on hand. My husband bought them some time back because I mentioned to him when we was a kid growing up. We used to have the slender ones though. They probably were about this big, and they were metal, and you could get them in different colors, silver, gold, and I think it was like a magenta, some type of a rose type color. But them things will keep whatever you put in it, hot or cold, whichever one. But he found these, and so I keep these on hand. You can set these on top of a fire, on top of a stove. And that's another thing I want to show you guys too, how to make you a little makeshift stove if you run into a situation. And it's quite a bit I want to share. I can't do it all here, so I'm going to have to put out some more videos. How about that? And if it's something that you want me to talk about or share, please comment below. All right, and subscribe so you won't miss the video. All right, so cups. And believe it or not, most of that was in one bucket. Again, I'm going to go back and rearrange. Crisco. This can be made into the use of a candle. Back in the day, people rubbed this on their skin, put it in their hair. And, of course, we fried chicken in it. And fish. But it has a lot of uses as well. Simply by putting this in a glass jar, some of it with a candle wick, got yourself a candle. Alright, so we run into the store and fussing and fighting over some stuff that we don't really need to be fussing and fighting over at this particular day and time, because it's stuff that we already have at home, even medicinal stuff that's right out there in your front yard. You just not thinking about. Okay, so those are some of the things that you should have on hand. Baggies. I'm just kind of picking up stuff now. This is something good for arthritis. You can't even find alcohol in the store right now. Sponges that you could use. Now, I'm a huge proponent of doing things natural. It could be used for a whole bunch of things. You would just have to look this up. I'm not even going to go into no type of detail on all of the benefits this has for you external. And a lot of people have made the comment it's benefited them internal as well. So I'll let you go look that up. But I use it to create my own detergent. And yes, I still do buy detergent at times. But this could be put together with washing soda, and you could create a whole lot of detergent, washing detergent. All right, by doing it natural. We do keep Lysol on hand. Everclear. Now I'm not in here trying to turn up. This is for use of hand sanitizer, just other things. It's a lot that could be done with alcohol as well. And so, you can't find it in the medical supply section in the store. You might want to stop off by the package store, okay? All right. Let's see. That's pretty much majority. I do have lentils, and lentils, they're high in protein, and they're good for you as well. Fiber content and all the other good stuff. I do have rice. Again, this is something I don't eat anymore, but will I eat it? Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, in a heartbeat. But it's not something that I cook and eat. But it is very good to have on hand. This is the oatmeal, instant oatmeal. You want something that you can put together quick. You take a package of this, pour it over in this cup. You got your fire to heat up the water, and again, I'm going to show y'all how to make that stove, and you good. You know what I'm saying? That oatmeal, it sticks. Flotation devices, and again, this was for the bug out bucket, not so much what we're dealing with in America right now, but it can be useful. This can be useful in this situation. Flotation device in case you run into a situation where you got flooding and things like that going on. Yeah, you'll see me right on out there with who is this? With Mr. Fishy. Yep. Mashed potatoes. This was in a big box, and I just took it out and poured it into Ziploc bags. That way, we wouldn't have to worry about the bulk in the buckets. So, mashed potatoes, instant mashed potatoes, and they have a tendency to fill you up as well. Women, you know, keep you some stuff on hand. Listen, there's so much that we could go into about what we need, what we don't need. But do remember, every man to each his own. To each his own. Every man has a way that he runs his household. Meaning mankind, woman. So you do what is best for you. I want to thank you guys for taking time out today to let me share this information with you. Do like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to be coming back to you with more videos on how to survive in different situations. Some of the things that you could use as far as alternatives and supplementation, things of that nature. So hey, just trying to add to probably 100 other videos that may be out there right now on what you could do to stay safe and keep yourself alive as well as your family. All right, so thank you again for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.